Today I'm making a rig which I use for catching smoothhounds around our coastline. Now the rig I like to use for them is a fixed paternoster. I like to use this and not the pulley rig because I believe it connects faster with the fish when it takes your bait. Together with a 5 or 6 ounce grip lead, the fish picks up your bait, goes to move off, and straight away is connected with your line. Other than with a pulley, it'll pull your line through the swivel before connecting, and I find I get more hookups using this rig. So what I'm going to do is just show you how I make it myself. So to start off, you'll need a swivel, an imp clip, a rig spring, 3 beads, aero beads, 2 crimps, and a standard rig swivel. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to get some 60-pound rig body, and I'm going to attach my imp to the bottom. This can be made in various lengths, although I like to make them around about 3 foot most of the time. I do vary lengths now and again, but not all the time. Just show you my knot. Just come around the back, make a loop, and go through that 4 times with the 60-pound line. Wet it, pull it tight, cut off the tag end, and I'm going to clip my weight in there to make things easier. So if you've got that like so, just going to pull off about 3 feet, snip it off. So the next thing I'm going to do is slide 1 crimp down that line. There you go, slide them down, then a bead, and then the rig spring. You can cut these in half if you wish to do so when you buy them and use them smaller. I just use them whole. Next the bead, and your snood swivel, another bead, your final crimp, and then tie your top swivel off using the same knot. There you go, so all you're left with, you slide it down, easy for you to see, is that this is running at the moment, but we're going to crimp that into place when we tie the hook length off. So I'm going to get 30-pound hook length, and I'm just going to tie that to my snood swivel. It's loose, it's moving, it's still sliding, so we'll clip that up then when it's time to do so. So I'll just tie this hook length off. I go around 5 times with the 30-pound stuff, give myself some security on the knot. If I was fishing over rougher ground, then maybe I'd go up a bit on the snood strength. But where I fish around here is quite clean, so therefore, all I'm doing is I'm going to leave a gap of about 5 inches from the top of my swivel and roughly bring that down to where the imp is and chop that off. Now next thing I'm going to do is add a bit of tubing, silicone tubing, to go over the hook and slide that up the line. Then I have a hook which is going to slide above for my pennel, and I'm going to tie a 3/0 or a 4/0 hook on the bottom. Pull it tight. Okay, now as you can see, that hook length is on there, but it's still moving at the moment. Okay, so I've made my rig now and it's time for me to clip it up. So all I do to clip my rigs up is I bend a wire from a grip lead and I hang this onto my architrave to hang the trace off to, so I'll just show you. Then I grab my rig, which I already made, put the swivel onto the clip, like so. And now I'll get my crimping pliers and I've put the hook onto the imp. I'm now going to get the bottom crimp and slide it up, and then I'm going to pinch the crimp with my crimping pliers and push the spring so it's tight and crimp it into place. Then with the top crimp, I'm just going to get that with my pliers, leave about 2 inches or 2.5 inches and crimp that into place there as well. So as you can see, that's there ready. When it hits the water, hook length pops off, like so.